Hello everyone, this is Laleh Hancock and I've just arrived at the beautiful property where we are hosting the Access Consciousness Foundation class starting tomorrow. And I know some of you guys watching, you're like, yes, I know the foundation, I love it. And some of you are like, what the heck are you talking about? So in Access, we have a 4-day program called the Foundation. And the interesting thing is that it covers every topic in our lives, like relationships, business, money, your body, your awareness, so many topics. And I don't know that I'll ever have words for this foundation and all the ways that it's contributed to my life. My first one I took in 2012. And I remember how excited I was to take it. And I registered and I paid. And then my kids, they were runners in high school at the time. They got into the county championships for track. And I was like, oh my God, I can't go anymore. I have to cancel. So I canceled, got my refund. And the kids did amazing. They ended up going into the state championships. And one of the things is that there was always this thing in the back of my world of like, oh, I wonder what it would have been like to have actually taken this class. And the lady who was facilitating, she came back and she scheduled it again. And then I called her and I'm like, listen, I'm coming to this unless my kids go to championship again. And she said to me, when are you going to choose for you? And I was like, what do you mean? I choose for me all the time, Then I realized, do I? I always made everyone else first. So like, if I had an event and the kids had something going on, the kids' event always trumped. Or if I had a work thing come up, it would always trump. I know, can you guys see that sun is just glaring in? And I realized she was right. Like, I have so much enthusiasm even thinking about the 4 days. I was gonna commit to me no matter what was going on in my kids' schedule, no matter what was going on in my life, I was gonna choose it for me. And those 4 days, can I tell you, were so magical. My kids and the coach and all the parents, they thought energetically I was there. They were like, we saw you, you were there, you were cheering the kids on. Because I never took my energy out of being there with my kids. It was just that my body was gonna be somewhere else. And these 4 days, I learned so much more about myself. A lot of points of view that we use to create the foundation of our lives, and finding pragmatic tools to even ask a question of like, hey, what's true for me? And I would say after these 4 days, I got to honor me, but the more I chose for me, the more it created greater in my family's life, my kids and my family and my clients, and it just seemed like my world expanded more and more. But how often do we think if we're choosing something for ourselves, then we have to choose against others? You don't. You actually, choosing for you means you include everything in this wonderful world, not from exclusion, but from oneness. So I invite you guys, whether it's now or in the future, explore 4-day foundation to take away the solid foundation of your life. Everything that you've decided your life has to be, your finances, your business, your joy, and communion with the earth. And instead, take away what's locked, what's hard as a foundation, and create what you would like your life to be like. So come to Dubai. This is an in-person event because we also do body processes, and it's kind of hard to do some body work if your body is not here. Or explore. There are facilitators all around the world. And I wonder, even if you've taken this class before, like for me, every single one is so different, whether I'm attending, whether I'm facilitating, and wonder what's possible now in the world. And you know, one of the things we've been talking a lot about is presumptive realities, and these things that we make be these solid things in our lives, you know, like it has to look like this, it's gonna be this, like we conclude so many things. But when you take those away, there are infinite possibilities available. So I don't know if you guys can hear the birds singing here, but this is why I'm here. So have way too much fun. And yeah, if you have any questions, just message, because this is a topic that I love to talk about. So if you are curious, let me know. See you soon.